Hey guys, Real with the 2-5 here. There's been a lot of talk over the years about things that have killed WoW, and I wanted to touch on one that I think was very detrimental to putting WoW in the state that it is now. And that essentially is the homogenization of World of Warcraft. One of the big things that I've noticed over the recent years, pretty much since Kata, since the announcement of Kata, is that everything's just the same. Legion's done a good job of bringing a lot of the class fantasy back, but I feel like it's still lacking um, in kind of an individual aspect when it comes to each character and each class. And I think that's because Blizzard's done too good of a job making everything the same. Since Kata, pretty much everything has been lumped together and everybody's been able to do everything. Where it all started with the homogenization was Kata. One of the biggest things that I noticed was with the bringing everything to be exactly the same was healers. They made a really big change where basically every healer had a quick, expensive heal, slow, inexpensive heal, and then a large, not so expensive heal that took a long time to cast. And I feel like that really, really put a damper and completely changed Druids. Druids from the get-go, with maybe taking out vanilla, was prided on utilizing those heal over times. They'd use rejuvenation, which would have an instant heal, but most of it was the hot. Rejuvenation, just a hot. Life Bloom, a hot. Wild Growth, which I think came in after Kata, because that was their AoE heal. Their job was to hot up the raid and to essentially dampen raid damage. And Blizzard did too good of a job making Druids like other healers, and they completely changed the way that Druids worked. And that's just a small example of the homogenization that took place in Kata that I feel like really, really dampened the player experience with World of Warcraft. Think back to vanilla, when you could log into your class, the one class that you played, and you knew that there was almost everybody that you played with was going to have a different experience and were going to be able to do things that you couldn't, but at the same time you were going to be able to do things that they couldn't. And because of that, it brought so much more impact to the character that you were playing, and you were so much more invested. I know everything surrounding around alts these days, and a lot of that is dampening it as well. But I think the fact that you can take almost every class and replace it with another one that can fulfill the same role, the same job within the game as the class that you just replaced, and that's not good. I don't think that's good for the game at all. I really wish it'd be hard for a lot of that to be taken away. Everybody has a kick now. Everybody's used to having their kick. It'd be hard for all of a sudden Druids and Ret Pallies to not have a kick anymore. Like, the game needs to be dialed back. I feel like there needs to be roles that aren't necessarily damage, tank, healer specific that need to be within the game. And I feel like the homogenization of bringing everybody together and making sure everybody can do everything and there's no gaps. I believe they were trying to make it to where there was no holes in the raid teams where you had to have a shaman, or you had to have this, or you had to have that. A specific class in a raid is important. That is something that is necessary for a successful raid team. And making it to where any of those pieces can be interchanged just isn't good for the game, in my opinion. But those are just kind of some of my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. Hit me down in the comments. I got my Twitter and my Twitch down below as well, so you can come check me out there as well. I appreciate you guys looking at the video, and hope you guys have a good day.